The official placings for this trail class were 3, 4, 2, and 1, with cuts of 1, 2, and 5. Now I'm going to talk through the class and explain why I placed it this way. Horse number 1 is nice and round in his frame while he quietly jogged the poles. However, I left this obstacle at 0 with no quality points given, for he didn't quite show a higher level of difficulty. We also left this next obstacle at 0, for while he did pick up the right lead beautifully, I didn't see the same quality of movement as he loped over the poles. The chute was also left at 0, for he did show nice expression as he walked in, and was very careful with his foot placements. He simply did not back it with as much ease, so we didn't give him any quality points here either. For this next obstacle, he picks up the left lead, and then he brakes, and kind of has trouble getting around the rest of the way. So that was a -3 penalty for that obstacle. For the walk over the poles obstacle, we left it at a 0. For while he didn't incur any penalties, he was slow and paused and showed no real degree of difficulty completing the obstacle. I gave this horse a +½ quality point for jogging the box, for he came around cleanly and smoothly and at a nice pace. Right here is where this horse lost his competibility in today's class, for he went off pattern by not walking up to the gate, and was thus disqualified, earning a 0 score. Horse number 2 earned a -½ quality point on his first obstacle, for while he didn't hit or incur any penalties, he also did not really take the poles in stride as he came around. He also earned a -½ quality point loping the poles, for he was elevated in his frame. This horse has proved thus far that he's not really that great of a mover. I left his chute obstacle at 0, for he seems to be getting a little cranky at this point, proving to not be responding that positively to his rider. He's got his ears back, just doesn't really seem very happy. Now he did back the chute cleaner and quicker than horse number 1. I +½ his lope overs, for he had a very nice left lead pickup and was very clean throughout the obstacle. This horse incurred 2 -½ penalties during his walk around for ticking the poles twice. I left his box at a 0, for it had potential to be a very nice obstacle, however he didn't really come out in stride. I also left the gate at 0, for it was completed very cleanly, just didn't show much difficulty or finesse. Overall, horse number 2 had a total score of a 68.5. Horse number 3, our top horse for the day, earned a 0 for his serpentine over the poles, for it wasn't really that pretty, but it was taken cleanly in stride. He also earned a 0 for his loping over the poles, for it also really wasn't that pretty. He got a little elevated in his frame, but he did get around cleanly. He earned a +½ quality point at the chute for showing the highest degree of difficulty for this maneuver thus far. Here he is on a nice drape, being very careful and responsive to his rider, backing it very cleanly. He steps out nicely and purposefully and goes on to earn a +½ on his lope overs. Very nice. On his walk around, he earned a score of 0. I gave him a +½ for difficulty and expression on his quality points over the poles. However, he did earn a -½ penalty for ticking. He earned a +½ jogging the box quickly and with finesse. I also +½ the gait, for he really proved his responsiveness to the rider here as he waits patiently for the next cue. This horse won the class with an overall score of 72. Horse number 4 starts off earning a -1 quality point in his serpentines over the logs, for it was the poorest we'd seen thus far in the class, being choppy and out of stride. This horse earned a score of 0 here, for it was clean and he did get around, however, just very short-strided. The chute also earned a score of 0, for he gets around it cleanly, it just wasn't as good as it could be. The second lope overs also earned a score of 0, for while it was clean, this horse just really doesn't move out up front. Here she shows very nice expression over the poles, incurring a +½ quality point on this obstacle. I left the jog the box at a 0, for she didn't really show that much higher degree of difficulty, but it was clean. I +½ the gait, For the horse is very quiet and responsive, listening to the rider, and the obstacle is done very cleanly. This horse incurs an overall score of 70.